everyone. Today let's discover the sacred story of living goddess, the Kumari, a tale of divine guidance, a broken promise, and how a little girl came to carry the spirit of goddess Thaliju. Long ago, in the ancient Kathmandu Valley, there ruled a king named Jai Prakash Malla. He was powerful, respected, and deeply devoted to goddess Thaliju, the fierce protector of the land. Every night, after the palace had fallen silent and the lamps had dimmed, an extraordinary miracle took place. Goddess Thaliju would visit the king. She came not to be worshipped, but to guide him. Together they played a mystical game of dice, and while the pieces moved across the board, the goddess shared wisdom. How to rule with justice, how to protect the kingdom, how to stay humble, and how to recognize danger before it arrived. These nightly meetings were a divine blessing, a secret harmony between the mortal king and the immortal goddess. But such blessings are delicate, and even kings make mistakes. One night the king's heart wavered. In his comfort and pride, the king made a careless gesture, forgetting that the goddess was never meant to be treated lightly. In that very moment, the goddess felt the shift. The sacred harmony was broken. Her presence became like a flame in the wind. She spoke only once and said, "You have broken the sacred trust." The king fell into his knees and begged for forgiveness. Without her guidance, he feared his kingdom would fall into darkness. Goddess Thaliju listened, but her voice remained firm. "I will not return to you in this form, but if you seek my protection, search for a young girl, pure in heart, courageous in spirit, and untouched by malice. Then I shall live through her." And with that, the divine presence vanished. Desperate to restore the harmony, the king followed her instruction. He searched throughout the valley for a child who reflected serenity, fearlessness, and innocence, qualities the goddess herself cherished. Finally, from the Shakya community, they found a little girl whose calmness felt divine, whose eyes had a quiet depth far beyond her age. The moment she was chosen, people felt something sacred settling gently into their world, a presence, a blessing, a light. She became the first Kumari, the living goddess of Nepal. From that day onward, a young girl is chosen as the vessel of the divine. She blesses the people with her silence, her stillness, and her presence. During festivals like Indra Jatra, thousands gather to receive her darshan. Kings, leaders, and ordinary people kneel before her, not to worship a child, but to honor the goddess within. Kumari is not a symbol of royalty, wealth, or status. She represents something far more universal: purity, courage, innocence, and the reminder that divinity can choose the simplest of human forms.